WNBA faces backlash for snubbing Caitlin Clark's birthday. Fans outraged as league misses opportunity to celebrate the heartbeat of basketball. So much going on yesterday, I'm sure the WNBA forgetting to wish Caitlin Clark a happy birthday was accidental. WNBA, you want to take the time now to extend a late happy birthday greeting. The WNBA wished A'ja Wilson and Angel Reese happy birthday. It is after 4 p.m. Central Time, and no happy birthday for Caitlin Clark yet.
Well, you would think the WNBA would do everything that it can to market and wrap its loving arms around their star player. And yes, this is their biggest player, and it's not even close. There's not a close second. It's not Angel Reese. It's not A'ja Wilson. Sorry, not sorry. Don't know what to tell you. Well, yesterday was Caitlin Clark's birthday. Okay, and so you would assume, boy, there was going to be a happy birthday from the W. And so I pulled this up, and I was like, yeah, what? Scrolled down. Well, that's the 22nd. And we're to the 1st. Nothing from the WNBA on Caitlin Clark's birthday.
Like it or not, the WNBA has found itself in the middle of a growing controversy, one that fans and analysts are calling a new low for the league. Caitlin Clark, one of the brightest stars in basketball and a transformative figure for the sport, celebrated her birthday recently. However, the league that benefited enormously from her contributions chose not to acknowledge the occasion on its official social media channels.
Salute to the WNBA. You know the WNBA, they went out of their way and they tweeted about Caitlin Clark's birthday, saying happy birthday to Caitlin Clark. It's somewhere around here, January 18th. Wait, it's the 22nd. Somewhere around here, they went out of their way, and Caitlin Clark, and happy birthday, you're a star in the league. No, nothing from the WNBA, and that speaks to the incompetence of the WNBA.
This glaring omission stands in stark contrast to the WNBA's recognition of other stars, including Angel Reese and A'ja Wilson, both of whom received celebratory posts on their birthdays. The lack of a similar gesture for Caitlin Clark, a player who has single-handedly elevated the league in unprecedented ways, has left fans questioning the motivations and priorities of the WNBA.
The league did not offer its top star a happy birthday. You might be like, well, maybe they don't do that. Okay. Maybe they don't, except Ken Swift, well, on X, he shows that they do. This is them offering up a happy birthday to, you guessed it, A'ja Wilson. Yikes. Here they are wishing a happy birthday to, you guessed it, Angel Reese.
Caitlin Clark, who is the heartbeat of basketball, has redefined what it means to dominate women's basketball. During her rookie season, she smashed records in viewership, ticket sales, and merchandise. Her electrifying performances and fierce competitiveness have drawn comparisons to legends of the game, and her impact extends far beyond the court.
I want y'all to tell me, what do y'all not like about Caitlin Clark? Is it the media coverage? Do you not like that she complains after foul calls like everybody else? What exactly is the reason why I see so much hate on social media and from WNBA players? All she's doing is bringing more attention to the game, and she's very skilled. Like, whenever I watch Iowa games, her teammates always got an open shot. Please explain to me, why do y'all hate on her?
Clark's influence has brought unprecedented attention to the WNBA. When she takes the floor, arenas sell out. When she plays on television, ratings soar. When her jerseys hit the shelves, they fly off in record numbers. Her magnetic appeal has introduced countless new fans to the league, cementing her status as a cornerstone of its future. Yet, when her birthday arrived, a simple opportunity for the WNBA to show gratitude for everything she's done, there was silence.
Caitlin Clark, man, she sold out the jerseys within the first hour of being
Changing
drafted.
the WNBA, changed the game for them. Every vet should be clapping their hands and patting her on the back and thanking her for what she's doing.
The WNBA's silence on Caitlin Clark's birthday raises questions that go beyond a missed social media post. Is the league failing to embrace one of its biggest assets? Could there be an undercurrent of bias or tension behind the decision? Clark's meteoric rise has not been without its controversies. As a fiery competitor, she has occasionally faced criticism for her unapologetic demeanor on the court, a quality that has made her a polarizing figure among some fans. However, it's also a quality that has endeared her to many, particularly younger audiences who admire her confidence and charisma. This polarizing nature may explain part of the league's hesitation. However, the WNBA's role as a governing body is to elevate its stars, especially those who draw new eyes to the sport. By ignoring Clark's birthday, the league risks alienating her fan base and diminishing her contributions.
As we all know, we are officially in scary hours when it comes to the Indiana Fever, scary hours when it comes to Caitlin Clark, and the growth that we are going to be seeing throughout this offseason heading into next year. I don't think the league is ready.
The decision not to celebrate Caitlin Clark's birthday is more than just a PR blunder. It's a missed opportunity to showcase the league's unity and appreciation for its players. The WNBA is still fighting for mainstream recognition, and it can't afford to alienate its brightest stars or their supporters. Caitlin Clark has given the league something invaluable: relevance. In a crowded sports landscape, she has made women's basketball a must-watch event. The WNBA should be capitalizing on her appeal, not sidelining her in moments that matter.
But anyway, would you say, and to stick on this last point, the other athletes in the WNBA hating on Caitlin Clark, is it pure jealousy?
Are they?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Former players and current players. Everyone's talking about the league is established. Not one person brought this popularity.
A simple birthday post might seem trivial, but in today's digital age, it carries significant weight. It's a signal to fans and players alike that the league values its stars and understands their importance. Ignoring Clark's birthday sends the opposite message. Unsurprisingly, the WNBA's omission has sparked widespread backlash. Fans have taken to social media to express their disappointment, calling out the league for its apparent double standard. Many are questioning why one of the most celebrated players in women's basketball history wasn't acknowledged on her special day. Some have speculated that the snub reflects broader issues within the WNBA, including an inability to fully embrace new talent or a preference for promoting established stars over emerging ones. Others see it as a symptom of deeper biases that the league must address to grow and thrive. The WNBA's treatment of Caitlin Clark is more than a social media misstep. It's a reflection of how the league prioritizes and promotes its players. For a league that has struggled to gain mainstream traction, alienating its biggest star is a dangerous game.
The WNBA does not like Caitlin Clark. Great players like Diana Taurasi more than likely already feel like there's great players in the league already. So why are we as fans getting so excited about one more? But Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese to a slightly lesser degree are the only women's basketball players that have been able to cross from basketball to mainstream media. And if the WNBA is going to survive, that's what it needs.
For a player who has redefined women's basketball through her record-breaking performances and undeniable star power, the lack of recognition feels more than just an oversight. It feels intentional. The WNBA's promotional decisions seem to reflect a hesitancy to fully embrace players like Clark, whose intensity and charisma may not align with the league's traditionally polished image. This hesitancy risks alienating the very audiences Clark has drawn to the league, especially younger fans who admire her authenticity and passion for the game. If the WNBA hopes to continue building on the momentum that players like Clark have created, it must take a hard look at how it supports its athletes. Celebrating achievements and milestones, no matter how small, is a crucial part of cultivating loyalty and fostering a sense of community.
not sit here. Let's not treat it like it's the NBA. It's not the NBA. It's the WNBA. It's still not mainstream like that. It just isn't. Not worldwide. You took away the opportunity for the world to see Caitlin Clark in action.
The WNBA still has an opportunity to make things right. A belated acknowledgement of Caitlin Clark's birthday, paired with an emphasis on her contributions to the league, could go a long way toward repairing the damage. More importantly, the league must learn from this mistake. It needs to establish consistent practices for celebrating its players, ensuring that no one, especially not a transformative figure like Clark, is overlooked. For a player who has done everything to elevate the league's profile, the WNBA's continued lack of appreciation feels not only puzzling, but also disheartening. Caitlin Clark isn't just another talented player. She's a generational star, a game-changer who has brought unparalleled attention to women's basketball. Whether it's breaking viewership records, selling out arenas, or setting the bar for jersey sales, Clark has become a household name. Yet, despite her monumental contributions, the WNBA appears reluctant to embrace her fully. On her birthday, Caitlin Clark showcased the work ethic that sets her apart. The Indiana Fever shared a practice video that quickly went viral, showing Clark knocking down three-pointers with machine-like precision. Her sharpness on the court was undeniable, a reminder that even on her special day, she remains laser-focused on excellence. Clark's development this offseason has been bolstered by the arrival of a new coach, Stephanie White. White, a seasoned basketball mind, has publicly acknowledged Clark's status as a generational talent. Her guidance could be the key to unlocking even more of Clark's potential, positioning her and the Fever as serious championship contenders. The WNBA's silence on Clark's birthday stands in stark contrast to the league's treatment of other stars. For Caitlin Clark, who arguably outshines many of her peers in terms of media attention and fan engagement, the lack of recognition feels deliberate. Is this a continuation of a feud between Clark and the league, or simply a sign of deeper issues within the WNBA's promotional strategy? Clark's sophomore season is shaping up to be monumental. Under Stephanie White's leadership, she has the tools and the mindset to take her game to new heights. The Fever are poised to make a serious run for the championship, and Clark is a legitimate MVP contender. Her ability to break records seems almost inevitable. Whether it's points scored, assists, or three-pointers made, Clark has already proven she's capable of rewriting the record books. The question is no longer whether she can achieve greatness, but whether the WNBA will finally recognize her achievements.
Comfortable. This is how we've game planned for you. And again, being that straight shooter, like, okay, like these are the areas that we need to improve. And putting those pieces together while also thinking about the holistic version of this team that we have, who is incredibly gifted on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah.
Offense is what I love. And so being able, trying to think about all these things that we can do. And heck, we had a staff meeting a couple of weeks ago in Indy, and it was like, guys, we got to scale it back. We're not going to be able to do all of this in year one. We're not going to be able to do all of this in training camp. Like, we're going to be able to. So staying ahead of the curve and watching all of these, NBA games.
If the WNBA continues to neglect Caitlin Clark, it risks alienating a significant portion of its fan base. Clark isn't just a star. She's a magnet for new fans, a player whose presence has drawn unprecedented attention to women's basketball. Ignoring her accomplishments doesn't just hurt Clark, it hurts the league as a whole. This isn't the first time the WNBA has faced criticism for its promotional strategy. The league has often been accused of failing to properly market its stars, a crucial misstep in a competitive sports landscape. By sidelining Clark, the WNBA risks perpetuating a narrative that it doesn't fully support its players, particularly those who bring a fresh and sometimes polarizing energy to the game. Caitlin Clark's second season will be a defining moment, both for her and for the league. If she continues to dominate, and all signs point to her doing so, the WNBA will face mounting pressure to give her the recognition she deserves.
Caitlin Clark
in this season by herself has already drawn more TV viewership than the entire WNBA season from last year combined. Every single WNBA game that was on national TV, and folks, through my research, the WNBA includes NBA TV as national TV.
An MVP season or a championship run would make it nearly impossible for the league to ignore her contributions. But the question remains, will the WNBA proactively celebrate Clark, or will they wait until public pressure forces their hand? The league still has an opportunity to change the narrative. Publicly acknowledging Clark's impact on the game, celebrating her milestones, and promoting her achievements would send a strong message to fans and players alike. It would show that the WNBA values all its stars and is committed to growing the game. For now, fans can only hope that the WNBA will set aside whatever tensions may exist and give Caitlin Clark the credit she's earned. Because one thing is certain, Clark isn't slowing down, and her star will only continue to rise. The WNBA has a choice to make: embrace one of its greatest assets or risk being left behind as Clark continues to shatter expectations and elevate the sport.
NBA, none of that exists. So if you have someone who's special, who comes into their game, you've changed the league. You've changed an industry. And that's what Caitlin Clark has done.
Caitlin Clark's story is still being written, but her impact on basketball is already undeniable. As she prepares for what could be a record-breaking championship-contending season, the WNBA has an opportunity to celebrate her achievements and repair its fractured relationship with one of its brightest stars. The WNBA's treatment of Caitlin Clark raises a critical question. How can the league expect to grow if it doesn't fully support its most impactful players? By favoring certain stars while neglecting others, the WNBA risks creating divisions within its fan base and undermining the unity it seeks to promote. Will the league rise to the occasion, or will it let the feud overshadow the future of women's basketball? Only time will tell, but Caitlin Clark's relentless pursuit of greatness ensures she won't be ignored for long. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.